Welcome to the speedrun where I'm going all the way from all the bottom, 0 rating. You can watch the first episode to the master level. We try to get to 2000 and more. Let's start our first game. You see the stats, 30 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses. We're perfect so far. Let's find the first opponent. Alright, first opponent from Denmark. We play e4, c5, knight f3, Sicilian defense, and my opponent plays g6, very interesting approach. I'll try to maybe go for a tie. I'll play h4, quite common against those g6 ideas. And now I'll play h5. Now I'll continue my march of the pawn. Maybe h6 ideas. Maybe I'll counterattack in the center. Like moves like knight f6, I'll probably play h6, e5. I can play, I'll play h6, so the bishop will go back, and then I'll maybe start with knight c3. But honestly, I would say e5 seems, more dangerous and attractive, because basically we're just attacking the knight. Let's say knight e5, I might consider bishop c4 idea, because then, some bishop f7, and if e6 is played, I think it's an absolute disaster on the dark squares around the black skin. So again, black gotta be very careful. They will think for a long time, because they might lose very quickly. I'll play knight c3 actually. Let's not, because bishop c4, knight b6. Again, I would say that bishop f7 could have been possible, because basically I don't see any defense that could have happened. And after this take c3, I have two bishops that are ready to basically go to c4, f4, huge development progress. This bishop is not going anywhere. And now I can play bishop f4, and again moves like e6, I don't think they even work. Again, maybe they work, takes, but again I wouldn't be relying on those. My idea is basically play queen d2, long castle, and it will be an absolute disaster here. So queen b6, very interesting idea, trying to basically take pawn on b2. I was considering b3. I don't really care. I could play queen c1, but then I kind of stopped my development. After b3, I still have this queen d2 and long castle plan. Again, moves like d6 don't really work, because I'll just take. Again, bishop c4, this knight g5 ideas. Everything kind of looks good for white pieces. Yeah, now he plays a6, which I don't think is, of course, a good move. I play queen d2. And after bishop e7, I think bishop g5, and I have a huge advantage. Alright, d5 is played, but now I can just take. And the idea is basically, I'm not sure if he just didn't see it or what happened, but here, I guess bishop g5, bishop f6 works very good, because I don't allow him to castle. At the same time, my pawn on d6 is protected by my queen. I can go long castle. Yeah, now long castle, I protect this pawn on d6. He can't do anything. That's just a complete disaster. I'll play knight e5, I'll play queen f4. Knight e5, I can, knight c4, knight e7 ideas. Here I can do whatever I want, and I'll still win a4, block all the counterplay. No need to allow this a4 counter chance. And here my bishop on c4 will be a monster, knight is going to e5. This bishop on f8 does nothing, no counterplay. This queen f4, knight e5, and then bishop g7 takes. He gives up a pawn. Nothing can really be done in this position. Queen f4 maybe. And the idea is pretty simple. Play either queen f6. Queen f6 actually is very powerful as well. You know what, even move like queen f6, queen f7 might work out. I know it sounds crazy, but looking at this position, anything might work. But of course, no need to rush here. He plays this move. Now I can probably play rook f1, and I think the game should end pretty quickly, because here I might even have this move, knight d5. No checkmate, unfortunately, but I think move like knight h4 actually ends the game, because we're threatening bishop d8, we're threatening we're threatening everything here. And I don't think black are surviving here. I could play knight f5, which I think is actually, yeah, knight h4 is not the best move. It's actually a bit terrible, but alright. I still don't see any good defense for black pieces in this position, and it looks like win 31, and after rook f3 the queen is basically trapped. No moves, queen h2 is blocked. Look, queen g4, queen f5, all blocked. The only move I see is to play e5, but again, queen f5, queen h8. It's over. Black should just resign. And we easily win the game, even though I was disconnected. Again, doesn't look great. My Wi-Fi just went off. Again, hopefully I'm not losing this game. Yep, e5 was played. Queen e5. Again, this queen is under attack. We're going to h8. I almost lost because my Wi-Fi went off. So again, gotta be very careful. Knight e6. I guess I can just go this way, right? But he just decided to resign. It's move 30. It's win number 31. Let's move on to the next game. Alright, second opponent from Italy. Lorenzo AG plays e3. We play e5. We take the center right away. No, that's Russian school of chess, like Tina Balenka told us. Knight f6, d5. You know, take the center, control everything. Again, we got to some Petrov lines, kind of bishop b7, like French exchange variations, all that stuff. h6, he's playing fast so far. Castle, go knight b7, then we go rook e8, knight f8. Develop very simple in this position. Knight f8, then probably play b5, a5, a4, b4. Just set it up like that. Maybe knight f8, bishop g4, knight e6. Looks fine as well. Alright, he's spending some time thinking. Alright, h3. We play knight f8. Again, bishop g4 is no longer possible, but some move like b5 and then a5, b4 are still in there. Knight e6, maybe. Yeah, this I was thinking of knight e4. Actually trying to trade these bishops off the board and then take stakes. You know, we're still kinda have this knight in the center, and if takes, knight d5, f6, knight c4, bishop e6, b3, takes, e3, takes, rook e3, knight f4, rook e1, takes, queen d4. Actually I'm winning, of course, so I don't have to blunder what I just showed you. I just pretended to be Hikaru, but that's fine. Yeah, he placed this knight f5 right away, and I was thinking of f6 myself, because basically still, you know, get this knight off the way. And now after knight f3, I thought of different queen d6 ideas, and now I have all sort of, maybe even bishop h3 at some point, but knight g6, knight f4, knight d6, knight g5, bishop d7, rook e8. You know, actually doubling the rooks on e5 might be a good idea, because then I have all sorts of tricks. And he gotta be very careful here. Yeah, knight c3 was played. Not the worst decision here. Bishop f5. And now again, if takes take, knight h4, bishop h7 goes back. You know, protect this e-pawn, then go rook e8. And it all seems fine. And also some queen f4 ideas coming. So white needs to be very careful. So let's see. Alright, knight d2. And now guys, I think we might have some little tricks here. Because, you know, this idea is rook e8. Maybe we can actually prepare for all these tricks. Because actually it all seems fine right now. Rook 8, and now we have this knight c3 threat. Which I think is, you know, very, very huge. But after, okay, knight f2 or this, now I wanted to play either bishop e4, d takes e4, and then bishop c4, just king h8 or king h7. I'll play king h8 just to make sure that after king h7 there are no ideas on this diagonal, and then I'll try to play e3 maybe. e3, I'll play maybe b5, b4, maybe knight g6, knight h4 is coming. So that seems very, very powerful as well. This and knight f4, and doesn't seem that bad for black. Of course it shouldn't seem bad because I'm playing a lower rated player. Bishop queen here is actually very strong, because now moves like knight f4 don't work. He's basically attacking my bishop. My only move is to play something like queen f4 and then basically go queen g5 in case of g3. And then, you know, yeah, he kinda still makes it hard for me, surprisingly. Like, I can't really find the best continuation. He might have some really good tricks here. But again, my knight can potentially be very, very active. Bishop c8. Oh, wait. I actually forgot that he might take. Okay, the guy is playing really strong. Are we facing a cheater? I mean, I hope not, but the way that, you know, 1500 finds all of this is actually very interesting. And this is maybe the first time I have an absolutely lost position in the speedrun. I mean, I had one before where I was down a queen, but in this game, you know, I have a feeling that I might lose this one very badly. So again, you know, a4, maybe bishop a2, and now maybe move like f5, because it seems very good. Again, I might blunder something very stupid way, but again, you know, this is the only chance I might get. I think after e takes a5, bishop f5, queen g3 actually wins the game. If he finds that, I have no doubt that he is probably using engine, but this move might not be the best one, so that's why, you know, I kind of think that anything might happen still. But again, g takes, of course I don't take, because then, you know, being down a piece in endgame is a very bad idea. But after takes, bishop f5, queen g3, I'm actually, yeah, now he plays this move. Again, not... And again, it looks very powerful. Like, I can't even see any ideas I can do here. Maybe play rook f8 and try to go for rook f6. Again, takes, rook f5 coming. Yeah, I'm actually, you know, I don't feel good about this position at all. Okay, now at least I have a threat. I could take f takes g4 right away, but again, rook f8, and I'm now kind of threatening this to happen. And this move probably can go back, and, you know, takes, bishop f5 seems really good. f4 ideas maybe, but rook e4 always. f4 always works. Wanna take on g4 as well, and maybe slide my rook to f4. The best thing about this position is he is lower in time, and this might be the crucial factor here. So again, my position is completely lost. I might be on the verge to lose the game for the first time in this series. You know, we just crossed 1600 and we might get back to 1500. That's gonna be awful, actually. Very, very awful. But again, a lot of things are happening, so let's see. He's spending too much time, but I mean, he's winning, he's trying to find the best solutions, so no wonder he's trying to spend some time. Moves like rook g3 I think are simply bad, because f4, and you know, potentially this queen on f6 might get in some trouble. Let's say rook f6, and now the idea is after queen h5 there is f4, even though there is g5, takes, takes, takes. No, still doesn't seem too bad. f4, And now basically this rook is kind of intact, and this I might have rook f5. And I'm not sure how he's going to defend everything. Because now after f4, I mean, huge troubles for this rook. Queen f4, now queen is threatening to f2. Yeah, he found this g4, which was kind of surprising, and now I'm back with a piece. You know, my pawn is protected on e4, I'm threatening queen f2 take. Now queen h4, and now again I don't want to go to any games with him. Maybe even play rook e8, and then rook f8, and then let's say queen g3, I go queen g5, and then h4, queen g4 takes, right? But rook f8 and then queen f2 and rook f2 seems like a very interesting idea. He plays bishop b1, he tries to take the pawn, maybe play c5 here. c5, because move like g5 doesn't make any sense to me. Rook e6 still works. And he's down to 3 minutes right now. He's spending too much time. This bishop f4, even though my position is still probably bad loss, but will probably win on time, by timeout or something, because I can't imagine he will be able to convert this position in 2.5 minutes. It's gonna be tough. He will eventually make some mistakes and we will convert them. f4, queen e7, f5, rook f6, bishop c6, queen d8, rook e8, bishop e8, rook e8, I'm lost. f4, this, queen d8. It's like I'm reading his mind, like for real. Yeah, now queen f3 attacking this pawn, and now I really want to go for rook f8 basically. Bishop c6, I don't really, you know, care about it, because then I have some queen b8, queen g3 ideas. Yeah, now he takes. I wanted to take, of course, and now rook e3 obviously a move, and then I go bishop c6, queen b8. Or I can go, no, I'll actually go here, and then queen b8. I'm not sure why he's spending time on queen c6 move, but alright. Queen b8, I'm trying to protect this and trying to go for queen f4, and then set up some interesting checks. Now queen c7, trying to go for queen c4, queen b3. Yeah, queen g3, trying to trade, I go queen c4. And now again, moves like queen d6 don't really work. Queen a2. And I'm trying to go for queen b1 and some perpetual checks setup. And he might play some b4, you know, but those moves don't really work. And now move queen d3, you know, protecting here. Again, queen e2 works really good for white. He doesn't find, and as I said, even though he's completely winning, he will eventually make some mistakes, and I might end up winning this. f6, I play queen c6, this again, queen c6 check, queen f6. You know, basically attacking the rook. He is down to a minute right now. It's getting very close. You know, 12 minutes in the game. It's actually insane. And now I probably play queen f8. You know, I don't want to trade rooks. I want to keep as much material as I can on the board. Because being down to a minute, he will make mistakes. And I'll try to basically play this position for a win. And now, again, move like this doesn't work. Probably can play queen f6 or something, and then trade and take on d5, then trying to take on d2 as well. So of course, and now look, he's finding still, you know, best moves. Like what on earth? Like what on earth? How does he find that? Queen g5, rook e8, I just take, or I can go king h... No, I'll actually take. Will he play this? Queen g6? Yeah. And I lost. I mean, I'm actually surprised. Yeah, it's absolutely insane. It's the first loss. Oh my goodness. All right. This. What's going on? This, king c2 obviously, g2 and queen b2 checkmate. That's absolutely insane. Can I check the accuracy of the game? Just to make sure. 88.8 by white pieces. After around this moment, I was actually never better or anywhere equal. Guys, that's actually surprising. I might report this guy, because after this moment, rook e3, I made a kind of big mistake, and then I was never better. No, I even managed to take the piece back, but it still didn't help. And guess what? Alright, c3 is a mistake, rook f6 is passed. And he even made a brilliant. Alright. And we move on to the last game of this episode with losing the first game, basically. That's absolutely insane. Move on to the third, final one of this episode. Guys, yeah, I spent some time recovering from that loss, and you know, I can't even understand, was that guy a cheater or not? So let me know in the comments, what do you think, what your thoughts are. While we play the final game of the episode, we won't be crossing 1600, though again we lost bunch of rating in the last game, unfortunately. But now if we win, we're getting very close to 1600. You know, that's gonna be a good thing to finish the episode, so you know, hopefully we can win. But you never know, in the last game, you know, one stupid blunder and it's over. It's actually insane. And guys, how are you enjoying summer so far? I mean, here in Toronto, as I'm recording this video, it's freaking insanely hot. It's actually very hard. I mean, you probably see me sweating completely. Yeah, it's the weather is very hot. Alright, bishop g4, pinning the knight. He plays h3. He's trying to basically get rid of the spin. I was thinking of bishop 6, but then f5, you know, my bishop has to go back, and then g4. Maybe I can start playing this. Actually, this seems like a very interesting idea, to basically provoke f5 and then go back, or play maybe d5 here, or maybe knight c6, and again f5, bishop d7, and if g4, maybe I might play d5 and then take, play knight b4, and you know, continue that way, even though it's not clear. But let's see, bishop g5, h6, takes, knight d5, bishop g5, we take this diagonal under control. He's spending a lot of time actually. And guys, as we move on, I think we'll face more and more cheaters, unfortunately. Because, I mean, it's not only me who thinks that sometimes people are using chess engines. Like, you can watch Daniel Naroditsky, who basically said that after he reaches a certain rating, it's almost impossible to beat like 2000 guys, or even some guys 1800 guys. Because, come on, 10 minutes is actually so long, so let me know, maybe you wanna change the format, maybe you want a more of like some challenge format and so on. I don't mind. I mean, you know, as long as you're enjoying watching, I just want to make an interesting content for you guys. So after all, it's a very nice game, which I want to basically develop, kind of, bring new audience, have fun, build chess community. So let's see. Bishop d2 is played, and now there is queen b6 check, and I can take on b2, but then again rook b1, and there are some tricks. Bishop g5 looks like a more reasonable option. I want to trade, maybe want to go knight e3 and then knight f1, right? Because I mean, it seems good, honestly. And if takes, I'll hit the knight. I'll try to go for knight e3 idea. If knight e4, then I mean I might go back. Knight e6 is not possible because of queen b6 and I win the piece. Some easy tactics, pro things, Hikaru. But alright, I mean, so much time is spent here. The guy is spending a lot of time. But that's fine. Takes. Then maybe king h2 or king h1. And I go knight f4, bishop c6. Yeah, he's actually spending a lot of time. And now I can probably just go bishop e3 or knight e3 actually. Knight e3 seems like a very interesting option. Bishop d2 seems nice as well. Oh, but now f6. Now looks like I have to play this move to prevent f6 from happening, because then it might be very, very dangerous. So knight f6 actually, kind of protects everything. Takes, bishop e4, bishop c6, bishop c4 again this, then rook d8, and step by step we're kinda trying to outplay. I have this central e5 pawn, but actually for some of you it might be very boring to watch this, but maybe if I can explain moves better. Alright. Now bishop e4, trying to take on b7. I can go queen b6, bishop c6, because bishop c6 right away. Again, I don't want to take queen c6, because then, I don't like that he has this f6 and then queen h6 idea. And then basically it kind of, weakens my king. Maybe it was safe, but again, I don't see the way to protect f6 pawn. But after b takes c6, now I'll bring my rook to d8, d4, double my rooks on d file. Again, as long as my king is safe here, I should be good. Maybe rook d8 and here rook d5. Or let's say rook d6, rook d5, c4, rook d4. I mean, rook d5 seems like a good option. And then let's say rook d1, I go a5, and then takes. And we have two pawns in the center, rook d4, and now takes, rook d8, and again I'll take. Now my rooks are doubled, I have some advantage for sure, so it becomes very hard to play here with white pieces. But let's see. d3, h6, d2, queen c3. All seems like reasonable options. Alright, c5 now. Make sure this pawn is protected, and then play h6, play queen g5, play queen c1, play maybe d3 at some point, play queen c6, play this and d3. All looks really, really powerful. And now h6. Protect everything, c5 this. And now maybe king h7, and rook d7, rook e7 idea coming. Yep. And again h4 I can just take probably. Queen 8 I can go rook e7, and then again, he just weakened his king by playing this move. And after rook e7, I'm kind of slowing down here and sneaking in slowly but surely. And now f6 I just take, 5 take this, I'm considering even moves like h5, honestly, because then h4, maybe I have some queen g4 ideas. Yeah, but here probably something like queen c1 should work out. Again, if takes, I don't think it's good. I just don't believe white pieces here. Okay, I'll go queen g1, try to go for rook e3, and then basically promote my pawn to a queen and win the game. Yeah, the stats are 31 wins, 1 losses, just speaks for itself. Again, now he started this attack, queen g1. I'm expecting this to happen. Of course, expecting this, there's queen f2, and then maybe some rook e3 might work out. Again, not in this situation. But then he might still hold for a while, actually. Queen g2, this, queen f3, queen e5, king g2. Alright, getting very, very tough. You know, he needs to calculate, and I need to calculate as well. Queen g2. Is he only playing rapid? That's his highest rating. Oh, and bleed 1300. Alright, and he is playing absolutely equal with me. Interesting. So if g6 is played, and you know, takes, if f6 is played, I mean, again, it's just probably lost, because I have this good looking move, rook e3. This takes. And you know what my idea is basically queen g4. Because I assume... Oh, actually queen g4 doesn't win on the spot. Because he has king g2 in the end. And my king is too far from all the action. Yeah, that's why I have to come up with something different. This. You know, my idea is basically that, I mean, I have more time than him, so... Oh, actually... It becomes very, very annoying. Still should be winning though. Because again, e6, unless there's some checkmate idea, which I blunder. Actually, queen f8 and it's a draw. But you know what, if he plays queen f8, you know, he is not afraid of all these checks. Because basically I have no defense. Unless I take everything with checks. Which might potentially happen if he is not careful enough. Yeah, actually, wait, queen f8 is not that easy. Queen f8, and you know, I started calculating some lines and I just realized that I probably take h4, I take g5 with check, and then I play a queen f6. And I just take the whole king side. Yeah, that's why he plays this move. He's like, okay, I'll trust Romka, he is planning something. And now queen g2 basically is lost. Right, and if this happens, then you know, queen f2, this queen f5. And again, it looks like I take all the king side. Yeah, so he plays here. And now I start basically checking him around here. Queen f5, this queen f4, this queen g4, this king g4, king g this, queen g4, queen h4, queen g5, queen f6, and this is game over. h4. Yeah, he played well, but then in the end he still collapsed. Even if he tries to take these pawns, I mean, he's still gonna lose. And it's win 32. I think I can make it right now over there. Yeah, 32 wins, 1 loss so far. Now we're moving on. The ratings 1598. Next episode, of course, 1600 for sure. We won't lose that. I'll see you very soon. Let me know your feedback in the comments below. Bye bye.